Alright, so we're taking a look at Tinker Racers on Nintendo Switch. Um, so this is the main menu here. So I have it on 2 players right now. You can come over here to change mode. You've got campaign, you have free for all, you have single race, and time attack. Ready to campaign, and you come down here. The stickies, you can do race, you can do leaderboard settings. With settings, there's only volume, which I thought was kind of interesting. That there's no other options there, like difficulty setting or anything like that. That's okay. We're gonna go ahead and go race, and we're gonna go ahead and play Bedroom Track 1. Now this is very reminiscent to me of like the Micro Machines games back on the Genesis and Super Nintendo. I think that's kind of the point of the game, honestly, to give that kind of feel. But this is not only a racing game, but also a survival game in the sense that you have to outlast your opponents. So you race around tracks like this, trying to avoid obstacles, avoid taking damage, and just try to outlast your opponent there. And I just died because I was looking at the screen. But the cool thing about playing 2 players, and it's up to 4 players actually, is the fact that if one of you dies, you can keep going. But if you lose all of if your damage depletes to 0, or health depletes to 0, and or you both end up falling off the track, and the white car wins 5 times, you lose, and you go back. If you hit the forward button, you'll end up having to repeat the same track, or you can try to keep retrying the track until you actually get it. You can kind of cheat in a way. You can go through obstacles to take damage and use that to get ahead. It doesn't always work in multiplayer, but it sometimes does. The camera typically follows the lead car. So if you're second player, third player, whatever the case may be, and you're not in the lead and you try to get ahead by taking the shortcut, you may end up off the track, out of the camera's view, and you'll end up losing as a result. The game does tend to glitch a little bit. Like for instance, like in a couple of the stages, you'll have like ketchup spills and things like that in the kitchen, for instance. And if things start glitching, like you'll be able to go through them without slowing down. You'll be able to go through objects. It's kind of interesting. So I'm not very far in the game because the game's pretty hard. It's pretty difficult. I wish there was a difficulty setting. And I also wish that there weren't so many tracks in the same location. I understand the point. I mean, it kind of breaks up it kind of makes the track longer and longer each time you play, and it does change it up a bit. But I wish that there were either more locations or even less tracks per location. But this is kitchen track number 3. But yeah, the game's very reminiscent of Micro Machines. Oh, and I'm going the wrong way. And with each track, the number of cars increases. I think it's up to 6. And I thought that I was the red car there for a second. Yeah, so you can take that shortcut there. But it's kind of cool in the way that it uses objects like popcorn and eggs and baguettes and strawberries and apples and cutting boards and stuff. It's really unique, really fun. Ketchup spills to slow you down. Peas all over the place. So yeah, you play as a toy car racing around various rooms in the house. It's a lot of fun. Again, very reminiscent of Micro Machines. I think this would be considered, in my opinion, the spiritual successor to Micro Machines in pretty much every way, with the exception being it's not actually a racing game as much as it is as a survival game. But that's what makes it unique and really a lot of fun. So this game is recently released. I think it released today, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it was day before yesterday. I don't quite remember, but it's relatively new. It just released, so yeah, it's available on Xbox One, PS4, I believe PS5, and obviously Switch. As I'm playing here, this is kitchen track number 4. This is where I'm stuck, for lack of a better way to put it. It's difficult with the popcorn and all of the white cars and everything else. It's definitely like a tricky track, to say the least. And every so often the game will lock up. Really, we won that? I didn't think we were going to do that. That's cool, okay. I'll take that win, why not? But yeah, occasionally, like when you hit an object, occasionally the game will just freeze and lock up, and just that's it. You have to restart the race, or I guess the run. I guess it's not really a race, more like a run. I guess level run. But yeah, first to 5 wins. And it can get pretty intense pretty quickly. And the peas and the popcorn can get in your way, can make the car flip over, and it can be a bit annoying. Okay, so I can hit that speed boost, hopefully make it. Yeah, and this track is one track that I've tried to cheat at. It just doesn't work well, which is why I haven't exactly tried to try to skip any of the track segments, because it's just makes it harder. And I'm gone. 2 to zip though. Yeah, it's pretty hard with 2 players. I can only imagine how hard it would be with 4. That would just be really intense, having up to 4 player co-op here. Oh, and of course, fork just flipped me. Okay, and let's see, can we... Oh, nope, okay. Alright, so that's a couple of tracks in this game here. I do think this is definitely worth checking out, worth picking up for the price. Yeah, this has been a great racing / survival game. Available across multiple platforms. Definitely worth checking out. So I thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. As always, till next time. Take care and happy gaming.